Good morning, Wojak Ethereum community. Today is January 17th, 2026, Saturday. Not much going on with crypto. Bitcoin is still hanging around 95K, I believe. And Wojak is moving in sync with Bitcoin, as always. Seems like, the other knockoff Solana is continue to crash. Right now, I think it's under 12 million market cap. So I don't know why there's still people not selling it, because it's painfully obvious the scammers are exiting right now, and whoever is not selling, they're gonna lose all their money. Like the other Wojak on Solana went down to as low as 200K. This one here is going to go down even further, I believe, because it's propped up mainly by scam and lies and deception and hype, with the intent to sucker people in and dump on them. So there's no organic buyers in this one, so it's still 99% overvalued. So it's 12 million market cap. It should go down to 120K, very soon. So in the coming week, I believe it's going to be a exit for whichever dumb money that got suckered into this scam. So thank you for Claus for exposing this scam. And shout out to all the other community members who were able to stay away from this scam. Shout out to Monk.Algo, to Francois, to Chris Luth, VR, to Reverend, to Cherry, Billionaire, and Ash, Angelina, everyone in the community who, resisted the temptation to be suckered into this fake token on Solana. So again, if you just look at our price chart, it really tracks what Bitcoin is doing, and Bitcoin has been making higher highs and higher lows lately, and so have we. So when Bitcoin really takes off, crosses that 150K mark, that's when you see the whole market being lifted and lifted up, and we are, I believe, the most undervalued assets. So by then, the supply crunch is going to really show, and that's when you see nobody's selling Wojak and everybody's buying, and that's when you see the price shoot up. In terms of Iran, still there's no internet coming out of the country. Nobody knows what atrocity that this evil Islamic Republic regime is doing right now to their own people in Iran. It's mind-boggling to see the evil being perpetrated by Islam in this country with thousands of years of history. Last news I saw was that the Islamic regime, the IRGC, actually used chemical weapons on its own people to suppress the uprising. This is evil on another level. That you hear about after World War II, the Geneva Convention outlawed using of chemical weapons in warfare, and that's in warfare. The Iranian government, they're doing this. They're using chemical weapons on their own people. That just shows you how evil these people are, and they must be overthrown. We know that one of the aircraft carriers, the USS Lincoln, is moving towards the Persian Gulf from the South China Sea, and expect to arrive tomorrow. And also, I believe, two other carrier strike groups. They could be moving towards the Middle East as well. So you know, hopefully it's one of the signs that the strike on Iran is still not called off. You know, um, personally, it'll be very satisfying if there's not a all-out war with Iran from the U.S. or Israel, but the U.S. just repeat what it did to Maduro in Venezuela, just sending the special forces and just capture the top figures of Iran, like Khamenei and his son and the top leaders of the IRGC. And but it's more difficult because I think the IRGC, you know, they're like a cult. They are quite still unified, you know, and that's why they are willing to orchestrate these crimes against humanity, like using chemical weapons on the Iranians with no hesitation, because they are fighting for their survival. So I don't know if just sending the special forces and eliminate the top brass of the IRGC would be enough to topple the whole regime. U.S. might have to send in ground troops, you know, in order to get the job done. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. But next week I will be attending a local protest in support of the Iranian people and the Israeli people. You know, I even bought the new Iranian flag from Amazon. Hopefully it's gonna arrive before the protest, and me and my daughter we're gonna just show up and just show our support, stand in solidarity with the Iranian people. Not a suggestion, but you know, if it moves your heart to support Iran, you know, find out if there's a local protest in your city, and just show up. You know, and I believe you meet wonderful, wonderful people in those rallies. They are the ones who share the same ideology and same values as we do. You know, it's really the value of Wojak. You know, someone who is compassionate, who the small people of the world. You know, not willing to surrender to the you know, the evils of this world. And I just hope that we can all find compadres, people with similar ideas and values and ideologies as we are, you know, at these rallies. And that's part of the reason that I'm going. The main reason, of course, is to show support and solidarity to the brave men and women and children of Iran. So that's all I have. Not much on the market front. I'll be off tomorrow, Sunday, and be back on Monday. So I will see everyone in 2 days. Have a good rest of your weekend.